Why does nobody know your photography exists? You're not getting clients, you're not getting any requests, and you're not getting any bookings. Basically, it feels like your photography doesn't even matter. And you, as a photographer, you don't even exist to the world. In this video, I want to dive deeply into this problem and sketch out the right solutions for you to fix this problem as quickly as possible. But first, if you're new here, hi, I'm Katja. I'm a portrait and branding photographer based in Berlin, Germany, and I'm also a YouTube creator. And on this channel, I share everything with you about photography, business, and life. But now let's jump into the video. So mistake number one I see photographers making all the time is that you are not creating any awareness. How are people supposed to know about you and your services and what you're offering if you're not telling everybody about it? I always tell people who want to start out in photography or to photographers who are already in the business but are struggling to get clients to start communicating more to your surroundings that you are offering this particular photography service that you are offering. Start talking about it to all your relatives, to all your friends, to all your colleagues at your side job maybe. Start communicating what type of photography it is that you are selling. Let's say you are a wedding photographer. Talk about your wedding photography and say, and if you know anybody who might be interested in that, would you mind passing along my contact? Just start getting word out there. Another example of creating awareness would be like one of the oldest tricks in the marketing book. And that is to print some flyers where you tell about yourself, your service, maybe you put some prices on there and a contact number and start placing those flyers in businesses who could be interested in your photography service. One of my friends and colleagues who's a physiotherapist in her actual job, she started out doing wedding photography on the side. And what she did is print a bunch of flyers and go to all the bridal shops in her area and the next town over and put those flyers everywhere. And you bet that people took the easy route and not search online, take the flyer and contact her and get in touch that way. So mistake number two that I want to address is that you might be looking down at marketing. Ask yourself this honestly. Are you hating on marketing? Do you despise people who advertise themselves, who talk about their business, about their service publicly? Maybe you're really cringing at this and you're finding it obnoxious and you want to be discovered for your talent and not because you're shouting it from the rooftops, right? Well, to this I say, think again, because if you don't change your mindset about marketing, then it is unlikely that you will succeed with photography. Because basically with this mindset, you are slashing your own chances at becoming more known for what you do. I think a key point within this is to actually distinguish between good marketing and bad, cringy marketing. So good marketing is authentic, it's personalized to your voice, and ideally it reflects your values of your work and who you are as a person. Bad marketing, on the other hand, is generic, it's forced, it feels a bit fake, it feels a bit icky. So if you have been feeling icky about seeing marketing before, start looking for good examples of marketing and start doing baby steps to actually do marketing yourself. All right, mistake number three is a super common one as well. And that is you are not publishing your work enough. You know what every company out there knows? You can have the fanciest, most beautiful website out there, but nobody will go on your website unless you send them there. And this is the concept of generating traffic to your website. And that traffic could be paid advertised traffic if you use like Google ads or Facebook ads or Instagram ads. But I would say that's a level up for somebody who already knows and understands the fundamentals of marketing. And I would say the baseline is to generate organic traffic by creating content. So this could be content for Instagram. This could be content for LinkedIn. I have an entire video about how you can make money on LinkedIn by creating content. Or this could be any other social media platform that you basically jive with and you want to engage with. But the important thing is you need to create things and put things out there on these free advertising platforms, on these social media platforms, so that people can discover you and go on your website and think about maybe booking you. I always hear so many photographers fret about their website. Oh, my website is so old. I need to update it. I need to make a new website. Oh, I don't have a website. But your website is not the most important part. It's getting your work seen by people out there that is the most important part. And frankly, for a lot of types of photography nowadays, you don't even need to have your own website. A portfolio on Instagram can definitely be enough. You can check out my own Instagram. I get a lot of jobs from Instagram. I do also have a website, but how people usually contact me is over Instagram. So there is something to it. And since we're talking about publishing your work already, of course, it's also great if you can get your work into any sort of traditional publishing. So magazines, newsletters, anything that will be printed in a lot of copies and distributed out there. It also, of course, helps to get your name out there to people. Before I move on to the next point, if you are getting some value from this video, it would really mean a lot to me if you could hit the like button and consider maybe subscribing to this channel so I know I should create more videos just like this one. Thank you so much. So mistake number 4 is that you aren't participating in anything. So in my experience, there is a ton of opportunities out there to get your work seen as a photographer. But you need to be actively searching out these opportunities and sending your work in to be able to participate. So those could be portfolio reviews with picture editors from magazines organized by some photography organizations or at some photography festivals. This could also mean participating in photo contests and competitions. I have a whole video on my channel about photo contests and competitions and why it is so crucial to participate in them. Because the thing is, if you're not participating in any of those things out there, you are actively harming your chances of getting seen, getting known, and progressing in your photography career. Next, mistake number 5 is that you are underestimating the numbers severely. So there has been a finding that it takes about 7 touch points from a customer with a business until the customer makes a purchase. And those touch points are usually some form of marketing or content. So you might know the business guy and YouTuber Alex Hormozy on here. So he was initially creating 7 pieces of content per week, which makes it 364 content pieces per year. But what he found was that it's not nearly enough. So he started creating 80 content pieces per week, which adds up to 4,160 content pieces per year. And that is content pieces across all platforms. So YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, X. And this really attracted some attention and purchases to his business that he is running. And I'm not saying here that you should be creating 80 content pieces per week, but I am saying that it just won't be enough for you to post an Instagram pic here and there and expect any sort of results from that. Or maybe mentioning once that you are offering shootings in your Instagram story, but then never talking about it again. You need to be creating these touch points regularly, consistently, every single week if you want people to know about you, about your business, and to ultimately attract bookings. Remember, it takes at least 7 touch points before somebody decides to buy from you. So if you want people to know you exist and attract people to your photography business, avoid these 5 mistakes, and I can recommend you to watch this video on my channel next, and I'll speak to you in my next one. Bye bye.